How's it ganging, dudes? My name is Sean. Dudes and dudettes. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. Gotta have that inclusivity, right? Anyways, go ahead and smack a like because we have some good news. With Mr. Chairman Tom Perez of the DNC shafting Andrew Yang and pretty much just cheating him out of any real chance at the debate. He's going to have to claw his way through any poll that comes out within the next week or so, which aren't very many. So we'll see how that goes and how that turns out. But the good news is Yang expects to raise more than $12.5 million in the fourth quarter. So, the Yang Gang always meets its goals, right? So smack a like, share this video. We gotta get some good news out there, guys. Because man, I tell you what, with everything that's been going on with with the DNC putting the finger on the scale of democracy, I like to say, it's sad, and sometimes we need a little bit of uplifting news, because like it or not, the establishment hates it because he's a household name. He's not going anywhere. If he dropped out tomorrow, he would be a huge player in politics for years to come, right? So. And I figure a lot of us Yang tubers would probably transition into more like how Jordan B. Peterson is and how his following follows him. We do the same thing with Yang. Wherever he goes, we would go. But right now, he is literally on track to outpace all the other people lower than him who are actually still in the race. My dog is squeaking her squeaky toy right now, and she really needs to stop because that's rude when somebody's trying to make a video. Okay, dog? Okay, thank you. Anyway. Elizabeth Warren's fundraising is actually slowed. And Yang, every single quarter, he just meets a higher and higher threshold. So, tech entrepreneur Andrew Yang expects to raise more than $12.5 million in the fourth quarter of 2019, an impressive haul for the previously little-known political outsider who has outlasted a number of more established contenders in the race for the Democratic presidential nomination. The Yang campaign's national press secretary, S.Y. Lee, told that the campaign's fourth quarter haul will outpace its third quarter mark by more than 25% with 2 days still remaining in the year. Yang raised $10 million in the third quarter. So, a couple more millions is actually pretty good. So, and that's with the drought of polls and with the Christmas slump, stuff like that, right? So we expect to raise more than $12.5 million, at least 25% more than the previous quarter, which will enable us to keep pace with the establishment campaigns that are likely to outraise us. So they're being realistic here. We are a smaller grassroots campaign. And a lot of this is going to be setting us up for next time around, or hopefully positioning us to be maybe a VP spot, or potentially shocking the world with us coming in maybe third in Iowa and New Hampshire. New Hampshire is looking pretty strong for us. So we're going to keep trekking this out, right? Anyway, Senator Bernie Sanders topped the field in the third quarter, raising $25.3 million. There has been no signs that Vermont Senator's fundraising pace will slow down in the fourth quarter because he has the Bernie Bros. And like I've been talking about how we're kind of setting ourselves up for, later huge hauls and down in the political spectrum, right? Bernie Sanders did that last time around. Now, he hasn't had the same exact explosive growth as he had in 2016, partly because he bent over for the DNC and Hillary, right? But Yang's fighting back against the DNC, and that's what we like. So, Mr. Tom Perez, we're coming for you, buddy. We're coming for you. Now, I was talking about Senator Elizabeth Warren. Nearly matched Sanders with a $24.6 million haul in the third quarter, but she has warned donors that her fundraising has slowed. As of last week, Warren said that she had brought in $17 million and set a goal of hitting $20 million mark in the fourth quarter. So, if she keeps, trending downward and Yang keeps trending upward, Yang might eclipse Elizabeth Warren here in this next fundraising, because what's really going to scare the DNC is if Yang isn't in the January debate and he's still, outperforming a lot of the mainstream candidates. That's going to be glorious. When I say mainstream candidates, I'm not talking about Biden, Sanders, or Warren. I'm talking more like Pete Buttigieg, Amy Klobuchar, and other people who are, either sitting members, governor, stuff like that. He's been outpacing a lot of people. So, former Vice President Joe Biden came in at $15.2 million in the third quarter. That's kind of low, man. That's kind of low. Man, that's low. So, the Yang campaign has ramped up spending in recent weeks as it seeks to capitalize on this fervent base of online support and run up to Iowa caucuses. The campaign has been adding senior members to its national team, opening new offices across Iowa, and has partnered with a top-tier Washington consulting firm to cut advertisements. Yang has been polling in single digits in surveys of Iowa and New Hampshire, except for he was polling 11 in October, and they didn't release that until late December, and that was, to cap him, so he didn't get extra coverage in the media, which would have snowballed him. And as the whole corruption thing goes and how they're trying to keep him out, it's been well documented. It's been well documented. So yes, but polling has been sparse in December, and the campaign hopes the candidates will get a bump in new surveys released in January. Yang was one of the only 7 candidates on stage for this month's debate in Los Angeles. Campaign said it received a flood of new donations following the event, and his book was sold out, and he was #1 trending, #1 searched, and that scares the establishment. That's the reason why the DNC has gone through such lengths to keep Yang out. And how can we combat that? Well, Google Tom Perez. He has his Twitter account here. He has Facebook, his Instagram. Tweet at this man like crazy. Poll the people. Poll the people, Tom. What are you doing, man? It's going to be an all-white stage. There's going to be no diversity. That's one of the biggest things that the left, the Democratic National Committee, should be running on. You should embrace that, and it's obvious that you're a political hack, man. You're a political hack unless you prove us wrong. Prove us otherwise. I'll welcome you to. Until then, the Yang Gang is going to come at you, bro, and we're going to make sure that you institute democracy fair. That's all we're asking. Poll the people, my guy. So, let's see what Yang is actually up to here. Let's see. Boy, look at that bar rising. Boy. Look at that. Oh, we're so close. This is getting great, man. Oh, so we need a little bit of good news, don't we? We really do. And this is what this is. It's good news. So I wanted to hop on here and share that with you guys. Make sure that, you send a little tweet to Mr. Tom Perez here, because we need equal representation on these debates. And we also need, a fair rules applied equally, not cherry-picked polls that favor top-tier candidates that the DNC favors. So, I also would say that, let me go ahead and pause this. Pause that. Thank you. We do have new merch, so here's some of our old merch. The new merch is being approved by Google, but you can still go to Teespring and order it. So, yeah, just wanted to say that because all the proceeds of the next merch will be going straight to Andrew Yang. That's one of the ways that I'm helping support his campaign. We donated $100 in the last 2 videos ago. So yeah. Also, guys, and I must say that I do appreciate the support on my Shafted video here. We got to get that video out there because people got to understand like what Tom Perez is doing with the DNC. It's almost as bad as Debbie Wasserman Schultz with Bernie last time around. And I say that very seriously. That's the reason why I gave some good news today. I wanted to, uplift the spirits because we had some bad news coming on here lately. And, I just want to perk up some spirits. But if you do want to make sure you make a change, you got to email the Tom Perez guy. You've got to tweet at him, share videos like this. People who are covering this situation, make sure you do that. And that's really all I want to say about that. But I did, I had a little trouble uploading this video, and at the end, so it was like 10 o'clock at night when I uploaded it, and I fell asleep, woke up, and it never uploaded, so I had to re-render it, re-upload it. Finally got it up at like 12 or 1 or something like that, and then I misspelled shafted. I just put safted, and all in the comments is just safted. I woke up, my DMs just safted. Oh God, I love you guys. It's hilarious. Anyways, that's all I want to say about that. I just wanted to interject that there real quick. I'll also be having some shout outs coming up because a lot of you guys have been, donating and sending some screenshots, stuff like that. There's a couple of Yang Tubers who's trying to come up, and I want to give them a little shout out, stuff like that. So that might be coming up sometime next week. I don't know. Anyways, guys, you guys can find Discord right about here, the Echo Chamber, appropriately named. That's all I got for you guys. I love you, and I'll leave you alone now. Bye bye.